known for years that there's an epidemic of STIs among our young people. And we recently got new data that said that the teen birth rate is going up for the first time in about 10 years. So clearly, we know that we're failing our young people. Something is going on, and they're not getting the education that they need, and they're not protecting themselves.
I was diagnosed with HPV when I was 18, and it was a really big shock to me.
Seeing that there's so many unintended pregnancies and so many abortions, I would say that's ridiculous, you know? There needs to be more safe sex education.
I think that's crazy.
I'm pretty surprised.
That's sad. That is sad.
I think everyone sort of has a friend who has gone through that.
1 out of 4 is a big number. There's more than 4 girls in my class, so imagine how many of those girls might have STDs.
It's shocking that so many girls have STDs at such a young age.
It just goes to show that the education's not there, I guess.
Well, first and foremost, we have to stop wasting taxpayer money on abstinence-only education. These programs have been around for over 2 decades, and we can tell from studies of the programs, from the teen birth rate, and from this new STI data that this message isn't working.
That's just not practical. People are going to have sex.
I mean, with that type of education, there's no way to progress sexually.
Sex is natural, so just tell people not to have sex is sort of like telling people not to breathe.
I think a lot of people are just really restrictive when it comes to that sort of thing, and because of the way that society is, I think that they want to make sure that the information stays more behind closed doors rather than just being out and open for people to understand it.
My parents never taught me anything, never said anything.
Sex is taboo in this country. I mean, on the one hand, you're overexposed to content with this sexual, with sexual connotation. On the other hand, I feel like people are not really open to discussing this matter, especially parents.
When people talk about condoms, it's usually like to prevent pregnancy.
I think more people need to talk about it openly, so that way they're able to communicate and get awareness out there, and that way if people do choose to have sex and intercourse, that they're able to know their options for protection.
As a nation, the biggest thing we need to do is encourage people to talk about sex, to create sex education curriculums for youth, for young adults that are real, that are dealing with the issues that they're actually dealing with in their daily lives.
I think it should be your parents, because that's where it comes from, that's where you come from.
Like talk shows that actually focus on some of the questions that people don't want to ask each other because it's too embarrassing. I challenge the school boards and the health department to be more realistic in what they want to happen.
The church, definitely. I think they have a responsibility. They influence so many people.
Well, I think it would involve everybody from the government to the schools to the healthcare industry. I think it's across the board that everyone should be involved.
The facts are clear. We as a nation and as individuals need to evolve. Let's stop hiding from the truth and stand up for America's sexual health. Aside from abstinence, condoms are the only way to reduce the risk of STIs. It's time to be a voice for change. It's time to evolve.